Hey everyone! We are working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy the content and it is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button right now as we proceed. Rafael Nadal has always been a figure who speaks from deep experience. His words carry the crushing weight of a career filled with hard-earned victories, absolutely grueling matches, and a fierce, almost obsessive dedication to the sport of tennis. When Nadal speaks about the future of the game, it's genuinely impossible to ignore the passion and insight that he brings to every single statement. And recently, the legendary Spanish champion has publicly declared his immense pride in one player in particular, a rising star from the Philippines who's been turning heads across the tennis world, Eala. His words have sent absolute shockwaves through the tennis community, reverberating through locker rooms and boardrooms alike. But these weren't just empty compliments about her performance on the court or generic praise for winning matches. They were a powerful testament to her character, her humility, and the values she brings to a sport that desperately needs positive role models. This is the kind of endorsement that can genuinely transform a career, and we need to talk about exactly what Nadal said and why it matters so incredibly much. Nadal's pride in Eala isn't just about her impressive wins or her improving world ranking. It's about the person she is both on and off the court, the way she conducts herself in victory and defeat, the respect she shows to opponents and officials. When asked specifically about her victory over Coco Gauff in the third round of the 2026 Indian Wells tournament, Nadal didn't just praise her ability to defeat one of the sport's most talented and heavily marketed young players. He focused on something much deeper and more meaningful: her integrity, her respect for opponents, her maturity beyond her years. Nadal, a champion who has literally seen it all in his 2 decades dominating the sport, declared that he is genuinely proud of Eala, not just because of her game and her talent, but because of the kind of person she fundamentally is. She is humble and respectful, he said with obvious emotion, highlighting that these are exactly the qualities that tennis desperately needs right now in an era where sportsmanship sometimes takes a back seat to social media drama and personal branding. It's a sentiment that resonates deeply with anyone who has watched Eala grow and develop into the player she is today. What makes Nadal's words even more powerful and significant is the specific context in which they were delivered. Eala's victory over Gauff wasn't the typical celebratory match we normally see when a top player triumphs over a highly ranked opponent. Gauff unfortunately had to retire mid-match due to what she claimed was an injury, and despite being in a clearly winning position when the retirement happened, Eala refused to take full credit for the victory. She expressed genuine, heartfelt concern for Gauff's well-being and made it absolutely clear to everyone listening that she would never want to win a match that way, that she wanted to earn victories through her tennis rather than through her opponent's misfortune. This moment exemplified everything that Rafael Nadal admires about her as a person and as a competitor: her sense of sportsmanship, her empathy for opponents even in the heat of competition, her deep respect for the game and everyone who plays it. Even in the face of a major achievement, one that put her name in headlines around the world, Eala's humility shone through like a beacon. It's a trait that Nadal knows from personal experience will serve her incredibly well throughout her entire career. He's seen too many talented players flame out because they lacked the character and mental strength to handle success and adversity. But in Eala, he sees something different, something special that goes beyond talent. But Nadal didn't stop at simply praising Eala for her behavior on the court during matches. He took his endorsement a significant step further, recognizing the absolutely crucial role her family has played in shaping the person she is today. At the end of the day, anyone who does something good is in one way or another brought up by their family, Nadal remarked thoughtfully, acknowledging that the values Eala brings to the game every single day are a direct reflection of her upbringing and the lessons she learned from her parents. This is an incredibly significant point that shouldn't be overlooked. Nadal, who has known Eala for years through his prestigious academy in Mallorca, understands better than almost anyone that the qualities that make her special go far beyond her raw athleticism or her technical skills with a racket. They're rooted deeply in the way she was raised, the moral lessons she was taught from a young age, and the humility that was instilled in her by her family. It's absolutely no wonder that Nadal has such high hopes for her future in professional tennis. He knows from years of observation and working with her that she's not just a talented player with good strokes. She's a person who will bring positive, meaningful change to the sport through her example and her conduct. Eala's actions both on and off the court have been consistently exemplary in ways that are genuinely rare in professional sports. Another perfect example of her class and character came when Hailey Baptiste suffered an injury during a match against Eala. Rather than focusing solely on her victory and celebrating her advancement in the tournament, Eala immediately went to Baptiste's side, showing genuine, heartfelt concern for her opponent's well-being. She even urged her own fans in the stands to cheer for Baptiste as she left the court, an act of kindness and empathy that speaks absolute volumes about Eala's character. After the match concluded, Eala took valuable time during her post-match interview to praise Baptiste's fighting spirit and wish her a swift, complete recovery. In a sport where rivalries can sometimes overshadow the human aspect of competition, where trash talk and mind games are sometimes encouraged, Eala's actions are a powerful reminder of what true sportsmanship actually looks like at the highest level. It's no surprise then that fans from around the world have taken notice of Eala's unique combination of character and talent. Her matches have become some of the most highly anticipated events in professional tennis, drawing crowds that rival matches featuring the biggest names in the sport. Her recent appearance at Indian Wells was genuinely historic in ways that go beyond just her performance. In fact, her match generated the highest ticket sales in the entire tournament's history, which is an absolutely staggering achievement. The demand for tickets was so incredibly high that prices skyrocketed to unprecedented levels on the secondary market, resulting in a genuinely staggering $5 million in ticket sales from just one single match. Let me repeat that because it's almost hard to believe. $5 million. From one match. Featuring a player who isn't even ranked in the top 20 yet. This wasn't just a fluke or a one-time occurrence. It was a direct, measurable reflection of the incredible popularity that Eala has garnered globally, not just because of her success on the court or her exciting playing style, but because of the way she treats people. Her fans, her opponents, officials, the entire tennis community. She's building a following based on respect and admiration rather than just hype and marketing. As Eala's star continues to rise at what seems like an exponential rate, Nadal, who has been working with her behind the scenes for years at his academy, has always known deep down that she had something genuinely special. He saw it long before the world started paying serious attention to her results. He saw the hunger to improve, the humility to accept coaching, the championship mentality that reminded him of his own approach to the game. Nadal has always been extremely protective of young players in his academy, carefully allowing their results to speak for themselves without creating unnecessary hype or putting crushing pressure on developing athletes. But with Eala, things are noticeably different. Her rise is impossible to ignore even if Nadal wanted to downplay it. And now that she's making genuine waves in the tennis world, defeating top players and selling out stadiums, Nadal is stepping into the spotlight himself, publicly endorsing her and making it absolutely clear to everyone just how proud he is of her accomplishments. He said with obvious emotion, "I think that shows a positive example to the next generations. I'm proud of that." Those are powerful words from a legend of the sport. In a tennis world where the opinions of legends like Nadal are highly respected and carry enormous weight, Eala's future looks incredibly, almost impossibly bright. Nadal has always been extremely careful about not putting unnecessary pressure on his young players through premature hype. But now that Eala has become a major force in the game through her own merit and hard work, he's allowing the world to see what he's known all along. That she has the genuine potential to not only succeed in professional tennis at the highest level, but to fundamentally change the game for the better through her example. Eala's journey is honestly just beginning, but it's already been filled with incredible moments that showcase her talent, her heart, and her unwavering determination. Nadal's public endorsement is not just about her ability to win matches or hit great shots. It's about everything she brings to the sport as a complete package. Her class, her sportsmanship, her commitment to representing tennis in the best possible light to fans around the world. As Eala continues to make her mark on professional tennis, breaking barriers and inspiring millions, it's genuinely clear that the sport is in good hands with players like her leading the next generation. The future of tennis looks brighter than ever before. And with legends like Rafael Nadal supporting her every step of the way, publicly endorsing her character and potential, it's only a matter of time before Eala becomes a genuine household name in tennis, recognized not just for her results but for what she represents. In the end, when Rafael Nadal says a player embodies humility, respect, and talent, it's genuinely hard to argue with him. The tennis world is ready for the next generation of champions, and Eala is leading the charge with grace and determination. With Nadal now speaking out and publicly endorsing her, it's absolutely clear that her impact on the sport is undeniable and will only continue to grow. Nadal has given Eala the ultimate stamp of approval from one of the greatest tennis players who has ever lived. Her rise is not only inspiring young players around the world, but it's genuinely shifting how people think about what it means to be a professional athlete. What do you think about Rafael Nadal's powerful endorsement of Eala? Do you believe her rise in the tennis world is a sign of a new generation of players who will redefine the sport with humility and respect? How far do you think she can go in her career? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now because I genuinely want to hear what you're thinking. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Nadal's words and what they mean for Eala's future, smash that like button. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our tennis coverage. Let's keep supporting Alex